is 999 ASMR Tarot, and will be going through this new release Scarabeo deck of the Sola Busca mini tarot. It just came to me yesterday, and actually in Tuesday's mail. I had pre-ordered it from like 6 months ago. And so here we go. We're just going to get going at it. The little book only goes through the major arcana cards. I'm having a hard time telling which ones the major arcana are. What is interesting in this is that it goes through just a little bit of numerology, talks a little bit about just keywords on the court cards, and then the suits. And the suits are clubs, cups, coins, and swords. And so the Sola Busca Tarot is the earliest complete tarot ever found. It's dated back to the 15th century. And it, for the most part, follows the rise and fall of the Roman Empire. It's got a little covered card. All right. So without much further ado, we're gonna get crack-a-lacking here. The cards aren't in order. They were in order yesterday, but then they got out of order. So, anyways, this is their new order as of today. This is the Fool card. I do know that. And so in comparison to a normal size card, this is the low Scarabeo mini. And so the Fool in the Rider-Waite versus the Fool of the Sola Busca. I think this one might be the Tower card, or it might be Judgment, because it has Roman numeral 20 on it. So it could be Judgment too. This, I think, is the World card. This is number 21. So if we were to, let's say, compare it to a World card in the Morgan Greer, it's size-wise to a mini deck card. There's the World card here. I'll just put this over here. Hopefully this stream is clear. I don't know. I tried this last night, but the stream was not clear, and it was very disappointing to me. So yeah, I think that this is the World card. So if you're just popped on, is this stream clear or is it blurry? If it's blurry, please leave a message in the chat. I've been having trouble with my internet of late. I think it's the solar storms impacting service. Oh, this is the death card. Oh. It's the death card. I think that this one... So let's go take a look here. In the Morgan Greer, the death card is more similar to the death card in the Marseille Tarot, with the sickle. Oh, looks like I lost the stream. I wonder how long ago I lost the stream. There we go, the death card. Interesting. So, this is the Morgan Greer death card, and this is the 1490 Sola Busca death card. Hopefully the stream is clear. What is this one? I have no idea what this is. As I said in the little white book, none of the pips have any explanations on them. I did see an expansive book on the Sola Busca for like $80. It kind of goes into the details of it and all, but I don't quite have $80 to spend on a book at this time. This one here is I think it's the Five of Cups. Yeah, I think that's the Five of Cups. So if we were to look through here for Five of Cups on the Morgan Greer, Organ Brewer is very similar to the Rider-Waite. Four Cups. I bet that one card was the Magician card. I'm going to go back to it. There we go, Five of Cups. Let's just put these over here. So it's a guy moving on his way. Interesting. Similar. These cards are really kind of slick, though. As you see, they're kind of getting away from me. There's a nice bendy to them. Oh, I feel dizzy. That part about them being really slidey, they're kind of like, hopefully they'll be less slidey as time goes by. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of cups. Or chalices. So this is the 10 of cups. One of the things that's striking to me about the Sola Busca is how either stoic or how unhappy people look in them. I wonder what this is. It's either a king or a queen card. Oh, it's the King of Cups. Here's the Queen of Cups, and if we look at the Queen of Cups as far as in the 1909 Rider-Waite, you see just how similar it is. And we'll just put that over here. And the King of Cups. This is the Two of Coins. big box of shields. And this is the Knight of Shields. There's really nice colors. Purples and blues. I wonder what the original deck of cards looks like. So this is the clubs, the Ace of Clubs. So if we go and look at in the Morgan Greer, that's the Page of Rods. Ace of Rods. So you have, oh, these are like little angels. Little angels bringing this club into the reality. Interesting. Here's the 3. It's this horrifically tortured face. I think I like the image here better. I'm looking at this thing and it reminded me of some video I watched several years ago about people lighting bottle rockets out of their butt cracks. Just the terrible idiocy of the moment. That's almost as fun as looking up rednecks and fire videos. From my end, the stream looks very clear, but I'm really, really paranoid about it not being clear on your end. It's kind of interesting about the 15th century tarot here is that the clubs seem to be more like weapons, whereas in the Rider-Waite deck and others, the clubs seem to be more like a staff that you might think a wizard would use, or something like Gandalf would use. Something it has more to do with knowledge versus to do with a weapon. And I kind of feel like that is kind of the general flavor of the Sola Busca deck. But then you also have to remember that it was a game, and it's a deck of cards used in a game, so it's like Magic the Gathering or some other card game, and that most likely people who were wealthy played, because in the 1500s, who could afford a fancy deck of cards? I wonder what the cards looked like back then. They were probably very large. I had read that they were engravings in metal, and so they would probably put the ink on, paint on the ink on them individually, and then stamp each of the cards to make them. So yeah, as like your choose your own adventure game, it would probably be quite fun, because it's the scenes depicted in them are of the rise and fall of the Roman Empire. So yeah, I guess it stands to reason you can play this game and you can be like Julius Caesar, and you can be these other Romans battling out for dominance in the Imperium. And so here is the Three of Swords, and it's identical pretty much. Yeah, that's something in the presentations that I've seen. I hadn't heard anyone talk about this as it were a game, playing a game that people played for fun. And when you kind of look at it in that light, the horrific pictures kind of make sense. Like you're playing, instead of Dungeons and Dragons, this is the 15th century version of Romans. Romans and senators. Like this one here, the Knight of Swords. And he's just got that thing right over the head, just ready to like whack off somebody's head. And this one's pretty dynamic. The guy's charging into war. But in here, only part of the horse body is being shown, and it's the same here. Actually, the head is shown here. One foot is out of frame. It's heading someplace. But this one's not heading anywhere in any hurry, though. So, yeah. What was that one that I thought was that could have been the Magician card? I'm going to have to go through these with an online guidebook just to see which card is which. Anyways, here it is, the Sola Busca Tarot mini cards. And always as a comparison, here is the mini. And so you want to look at a nice size comparison here. mini, your kind of standard U.S. game size mini, or the tarot in a tin, and a full-size tarot. If we kind of look at it in this way. Oh wait, I got that in the wrong box. So here you have it. I do really like the low Scarabeo boxes. So I guess this is my second low Scarabeo mini tarot. There's a nice texture in it. So we're going to put this back. And I'm going to do a little reading from it. It's in like what, 5 or 6 languages. This precocious tarot deck, previously belonging to Marcheska Busca, born Duchess. Look at that. The stream collapsed again. That must mean this whole stream is probably blurry. The Busca family was. So it's a 78 card deck. Well, okay, anyway. It's hard. The print's hard to read. I mean, it's just really tiny. Anyway, that's what I have, and I'm sorry that this was a disaster. This is William James, and with 999 ASMR Tarot, signing off.